Wow, so it's quite late today, but the High Commission of Barbados invited us, not me, invited WodeMaya Miss Trudy for a party just to celebrate WodeMaya and his influence in the Caribbean and connecting Africans to Africans outside of Africa. Wow, so I didn't know how it was going to be. I was just called by Maya, we're going to try to come to live and stuff like that. And we are there. I'm not going to talk too much, I'm not going to bore you. We'll just send this zoom quickly into the event. Enjoy!
Year of the return. Barbadians at home and abroad are gathering at events like this across the length and breadth of Barbados and the globe to celebrate our country, our culture, and our people. Kofi Annan, distinguished diplomat, once said of Barbados, "You are a tiny country, Barbados, but you punch way above your weight." This is because we are a product of struggle, and our globally ranked quality of life and infrastructure is testimony to resilience and our spirit and our ancestors. We gather this evening because there's one among us who recognized and came seeking after us. We gather here because there is one among us who saw our nation and in our people a reflection of his proud Ghanaian heritage, and he made a determination to make an impact. That person is none other than one who calls himself that annoying village boy, Kabila Income, also known as WodeMaya, with his 2.5 million followers on Facebook and 1.68 million subscribers on his popular YouTube vlog. WodeMaya has made a name for himself, as he said in his own words, by embarking on a journey to change the negative image of Africa by celebrating African excellence and showcasing it to the world. You know I'm a fan because I'm quoted from many of your videos. I remember my own first WodeMaya video about 3 years ago. It was about a Kenyan woman, Leah Wambui, help me pronounce it, thank you. So, Wambui, thank you, who built 200 homes in Ghana. Remember that video? I was so inspired by her story, but more importantly, his unique way of telling it. I liked, I subscribed, I encourage other people to like and subscribe, and I think I'm now part of his journey to 1 million followers. I was not the only Barbadian enthralled and inspired by his video. His own data and analytics will show a huge Barbadian, Caribbean, and African diaspora following, as although many try to imitate you, you know they do, but there's no better vlogger than WodeMaya to capture and keep us connected to our proud African ancestry. On this journey, he has been supported and accompanied by his wife, Trudy, who feels like a sister and a daughter to all of us. Of course, as a feminista, Trudy, we had to make sure you were recognized, because behind every good man, there's a strong woman giving that support. Trudy is that secret ingredient that makes his videos extra spicy, as he's often compelled to speak to her as much as he's speaking to us. Through his journey, we have watched the way in which WodeMaya has encouraged Africans at home and abroad, and all of the vast African diaspora to invest in one of the fastest growing continents with one of the youngest global populations. He's encouraged us to support schools and social programs. His advocacy and creative talents have taken him across the globe, but it is his authenticity that has endeared him to Barbados, particularly our Prime Minister, who embraced him as a long-lost brother. In fact, I think the last time I saw WodeMaya, he was in the middle of the Prime Minister's fete last July at Hilaro Court. He understands also dire situations and the time at which we must put the camera down and help, such as when 40,000 homes are devastated in KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. Today, WodeMaya is just shy of handing over a newly constructed house to a father who lost both his wife and child as a result of the devastation there. This is testimony to WodeMaya's character, helping not because it's popular to do, doing so not in front of the cameras, but because it is the right thing to do. WodeMaya doesn't quantify or formalize or seek recognition for his charitable projects, but through him, approximately 100 students attend school in Kumasi. We can do it, WodeMaya. He also built a multi-purpose sporting complex for Alberta. His wife, Trudy, describes him as the father of African social media at 30-something years old. Oh, Trudy. And we love that he also holds the ladder up, that members of his social media team can also grow and develop and benefit as professionals and as business people. WodeMaya gives of his time to assist hundreds of people to monetize on social media platform. He's not shy about sharing. And in this regard, the Barbados High Commission, through Mr. Phil Phillips, has arranged for WodeMaya to partner with COSCAP, which is our agency that protects the copyright of artists in Barbados, to deliver a workshop for local artists on monetizing and developing their brands across the globe. So this relationship between WodeMaya and Barbados is the gift that keeps giving. As a new High Commissioner, I have seen how well Barbados has become known through his videos. I met a fireman in Ho who told me he knew about Barbados through your videos, an entrepreneur in Pram Pram, youth in Lashibi, and most recently, a villager in Adiambra. Ghanaians have welcomed me and spoke with familiarity about Barbados, our food, our beaches, our music, our Crop Over Street Festival, the costumes, all because of the popularity of WodeMaya's videos. It is therefore fitting that as we launch our tourism initiatives here in Ghana, we do so by paying tribute to WodeMaya. We know that you love the Caribbean. You visited Jamaica, Suriname, Grenada. I love that video of Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Trinidad and Tobago. We know you love our region, but we also know that you have a special place in your heart for Barbados. I recall you doing a video in Botswana, and in the middle of this video, you said something reminded you of Barbados. I almost fell off my couch. You do not have to be perfect, WodeMaya, but you must continue to be your authentic self because you've been really great for the Barbados brand. And every time you put those videos out, you've seen an uptick in tourists. We now can boast tourists traveling to Barbados since the work you've been doing from Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya. We definitely are seeing an uptick. And we don't have a marketing program yet in place. We now have a director of the Americas, Kyle Giddens. I'm sending greetings from him. Marsha, I know you know Marsha very well. I know you always say Marsha's your heart. So we are now building out our program, but we attribute to our awareness of Barbados to the work that you've already started to do. So this evening, WodeMaya, we say thank you. We give you your flowers. We say thank you, Trudy, for the sacrifices that you've made as he's done all of the globe-trotting. And as Barbados journeys with Ghana and West Africa, on behalf of our Prime Minister, Mia Moore-Motley, our Minister of Foreign Affairs, Carrie Simmons, BTMI, and the team in the Ministry of Tourism, we want to thank you as we seek to reclaim our Atlantic destiny. Tonight, we thank you for assisting to promote Barbados, and most importantly, in continuing your love affair with the people of Barbados as we continue our love affair with you. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as we, the Barbados High Commission of BTMI, launch our tourism initiatives here in Ghana. We'll be partnering with local Barbados and Ghana-based entities to do tours, trade missions, showcasing our food, our rum, our music, our artists, our poets, all the good reasons to visit and invest in Barbados. WodeMaya, we thank you for leading the way, and may this evening's program help you to understand just a little bit of the esteem with which we hold you and the depth and sincerity of our appreciation for what you've done for us. Thank you very, very much.
My role as a director of diaspora affairs, usually I'm here as the MC, trying to get used to these new shoes. Your Excellencies, I stand on all the existing protocols. Woman, and you are that very, very special woman, Trudy. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the Excellency Juliet Baino. Beg your pardon.
I feel like I don't make it in this country. Found myself in China, cut off all black people. I think I have a classmate here, Richie. Can you just, yeah, he's a pilot right now. Yeah, can you just let him see, for them to know that I'm not joking, right? So that's my classmate. He's a pilot right now. We did aviation engineering, and then I got to school and I was like, you know what? This is the place. I'm not going anywhere else. Then I started making videos. And my dad found out my videos and like, I took you to school to become an engineer. What you're doing, it's a no-go area in my house. My father stopped talking to me. I spoke to my mom. 2 weeks later, my mom was like, you know what? Go do what you do. I'm gonna take care of your dad. Hence the name WodeMaya. So if you call me WodeMaya, you're literally saying my mom, but I'm not your mom, sorry. Celebrated my mom. Fast forward, my father was like, you know what? Now I want you to do this, but there is something that I've always wanted to achieve that I couldn't achieve. It's more of telling the positive African stories. And I'm like, yeah, but you're a pastor. I'm a pastor's son, by the way. So you can stand at the pulpit and just start telling the positive African story. But he's like, no, he's preaching the word of God. But if I really want to get out of engineering and do videos, he doesn't want to see me doing that kind of videos that I was doing. It was comedy, but I was not funny. And I took my father's idea. I made my first video. It was played in here. And that was my first video that actually went viral in China. And it changed the whole game for me. Started talking about Africans living in China. Noticed that a lot of Africans were coming to China. And I'm like, you know what? If that's the case, let's move back to the continent and do it bigger. But what really inspired that was, when we went to Beijing, I think he's the same person I went to Beijing with him. We went to Beijing, started studying Chinese, and we had a classmate who was an African American. And I'm like, hey bro, they were putting us in a group. And I'm like, hey bro, which African country are you from? The guy is like, I'm not an African, man. I'm like, what do you mean? You look like me. That is when the journey of knowing that we have brothers and sisters living in the diaspora. I left back, came to the continent, and I started telling the story. On and on. I wish they put that guy here. Africans never believed in the dream. I'll just say it's about time for us to start believing in dreams than success. I mean, we tend to believe in success than believing in the dreams from the scratch. Nobody believed in the dream. The first 5 countries that I went to, it was on a loan. And thanks to Rwanda, that viral video from Rwanda, I managed to pay the loan. But going to the Caribbean was not more of the videos that I do, it was more of a connection. And believe me or not, when people say you are Marcus Garvey reincarnated, I'm like, no, don't compare me with that. But when I went to the Caribbean, I felt at home. I felt like my people were yearning to see me. And this is why I'm here to tell you that it's about time for us to apologize to each other. It's about time for us to connect. It's about time for you all to visit Barbados. Yeah, I know that. The Prime Minister of Barbados really want to connect the dots. She's putting in a lot of effort. And I wish that the Africans at this side of the world will see the effort that they are putting in, and let's us not politicize everything. By the end of the day, let's make the best to connect our brothers and sisters in the SIS region. I just want to say thank you all so much. Yeah, you mean a lot. I think I've made it in life. Seeing you all here, I need to call my mom and tell her that I think I made it in life. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate you all. Phil, thank you for doing this for me. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you too.
That Alisa Hotel is always the best, but let me give you the shocker, okay? Kojo Group man. I like it. Alisa Hotel, you do. And then some barbecue. What's that? Bushmeat? Chicken. Oh, okay, it looks like bushmeat. Fantastic. That's my meal. I'm addicted to carrots and salad. Thank you. It's a nice meal. Hallelujah. Let's do this again. Oh, congratulations. Sorry. Okay, so this is my outfit. My get some tamale, and then the dress I wear all the time, and then some tamale. Same as you, huh?
Tamale with me.
We are going back to tamale next week. Yeah, so that was a great event. I just want to be like WodeMaya when I grow. We are done now, finding our way back home. I think it's great influence. You can join the movement of making Africa great again, bringing Africans back to Africa, Pan-Africanism, patronizing Africa, patronizing indigenous stuff, promoting Africa stuff, because nobody is going to make us great if we sit back on the fence and watch. Thank you for watching the video to this point. Subscribe, share my handle with someone. Yes, today I'm going to say it. I'm going to introduce myself as, what do I do? Yeah, I'm a civil engineer. I connect people living abroad who want to relocate to Ghana, construction, land acquisition, and yeah, sometimes finding a lover. Anyway, if you are looking for that, you can always reach out. Let's just get back home. Let's get things doing. Let's make things work once again. Actually, I didn't really have something that I always do, but it's upon request that we do whatever people want done. Once it's legal, I'll aid you. That's Alisa Hotel, Ghanaian owned hotel franchise. I think it's the biggest Ghanaian owned hotel franchise. And thanks to Barbados for choosing Alisa Hotel. See you in the next one. It's late, but this is nice. Alisa Hotel is getting bigger and better.